I will never forget this year 2021. Hi, this is Prudy. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whatever time you're watching this video. Everything started not only from January of this year, but in the second month of the year 2020, when COVID threatened the status quo of the world and it destabilized the world's financial status. It changed its conventional system. It challenged our normal way of thinking. It refrained us from global travels, and it exposed the strength and weaknesses of the world's leaders. The poor became poorer, and most of the middle class almost lost their jobs and businesses. It terribly reformatted our lives' landscape. Everyone grieved because every family lost someone. Everyone became afraid of each other's life. Everyone's health was compromised. My health was put into jeopardy when last Easter I felt sick, which turned out to be a severe COVID. I was hospitalized for 21 days. In my first 5 days at the hospital's COVID ER, seated on a bench, I saw death up close and personal. Every day, I saw people die just in front of me. It was a very long process, my recovery, and there were complications which my doctors were extremely alarmed. Though I was certain that I wouldn't die, yet death was creeping close to me, and eventually, when I went out of the hospitals, there were bouts of difficulty of breathing. One big pain that devastated me this year was the death of one of my closest nephew, Vincent, who was, aside from being my nephew, he was my personal consultant in many ways, because as an analytic and wide reader man, I conversed with him about food, politics, personalities, IT, and all sorts of subjects in a very objective way that is without emotions involved. I love him to the highest. So his sudden death from cardiac arrest broke me, and I know I will carry this brokenness for a lifetime. And just a few days ago, one of my closest cousins, Kuya Raul, also died. Life seemed very cruel. Despite of all these tragedies that happened this year, only God's characteristics made me continue on living. And these are His love, His power, His being knowledgeable of all things, His ever-presence in my life, and His faithfulness. These characteristics made me trust Him to the utmost, so that in the most despairing, loneliest, discouraging, and most hopeless situation, I was given hope, strength, and courage. I know that all of us have our own different difficulties. Each of us have our own journey and life challenges. Yet I encourage you to hold on to God and His characteristic that never change. I encourage you to be faithful to Him because He is more faithful to us than us to Him. With this message, let me greet you all a wonderful Christmas. And once again, this is Prudy. God bless you.